Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Jones. I am a spokesman for theboxman.com, where we've changed the way you should watch TV. Our website is www.theboxxmen.com. We are theboxman.com. Hey, pardon me. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to time shift on all your Formuler devices. So let's get right. Okay, guys, thanks for holding on. My name is Jeff again. I'm going to get right into the video. If this is your first time on one of our platforms, say it's YouTube, go ahead and give us a like. That helps us out a lot. If you want or like some of the information that I share on this channel, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified. Click the notification bell. With all that said, time shifting is a great I wouldn't say asset, but something that's in Formular boxes that really is really cool. What I mean is time shifting really allows you to pause, rewind, and fast forward live TV. It's really a very unique functionality where you actually using your external hard drive, whether that be a thumb drive or something like that, you're actually using that to pause and to fast forward. And we're going to go through a couple of steps, and I'm going to do my best to show you live what it looks like when you do it. Now, because this is going to be on the YouTube platform, I'm going to pixelate a lot of some of the information that's there, but you can get the gist of this. And a lot of times you can find how to do things on these devices because they have an internal help center that the manufacturer gives to customers. So the first thing I want you to do is, if you have a Z10, maybe a Z11 or whatnot, there is always an application on these devices called Formula Remote. We're going to highlight that and press OK. Now, I don't have the GTV Bluetooth remote. I have the GTV IR1. Okay, you're going to press that, and I'm going to set up the hotkeys. You're going to need to set up the hotkeys because if you look at the picture of the remote, there's only a play button and a pause button. You don't have a rewind button, and you do not have a button mapped for fast forwarding. That's where the setup of the hotkeys come into play. So I'm going to press OK on that. I set up my hotkeys for fast forward and rewinding on these four dots here, right here. So if I press OK, you can see if I single tap this, it's going to mute. If I double tap, it's going to rewind. And if I long press, it's going to fast forward. So keep that in mind. Double tap is rewind, and fast forward is long press. All right. So let me go back to the home page. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the settings, because you have to make sure that your external drive is recognized. All right, now we're in the internal settings, some of the internal settings within the device. Now, these are not the Android settings, okay? These are actually the box settings. So the Android is the software in the device. This is the box settings. So as you go down some of the box settings on the device, you got different things from menu language to subtitle, closed captions if you want that, channel list style, and then you also notification pop-ups, player options. You want to go to DVR options. Once you're there, press OK. Now, you want to turn this on, time shift on, all right? And you'll notice if the recording storage location, you can see my USB is there for recording, and my USB is there for time shifting. So you want to make sure those things are recognized and that time shifting is on, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into a channel. Now I'm going to pixelate it, but at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to go through some of the things you're going to recognize so you know time shift is working. So let's go to... All right, now I am actually on a weather channel, and I've probably pixelated the bottom of it or just a whole picture. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to press the play button on the remote towards the bottom and left hand side. When you do this, a bar on the very bottom is going to start with a countdown, as you see at the bottom left. It is now recording this time. Now you have up to 2 hours of time when you time shift. So let's say, for instance, I drank too much water or fluid and I got to catch my weather, but I don't want to miss what she's saying. So I would hit the play button. So it's recording live TV right now and stopping time, but freezing time for me to go to the bathroom and come back and all that good stuff. Now, once I return, the next thing you're going to see is when I hit the play button, it's going to start playing what I missed. So if I press the play button now, you're going to see it's going to start playing what I missed, and that bar is going to continue to go across. Now I could hold down. Remember, if I double tap that button, those four little buttons, or the mapping, if I double tap that, it's going to rewind. You see how it went back? All right. To stop it from going back, I'm going to hit the play button. So there it is there. Let's say I want to fast forward. Okay. So I'm going to fast forward. I can pause it, which I did. All right. Or I could begin to play it again. And let's say I'll fast forward. I'm going to hold down this and it's going to start fast forwarding all the way through with everything that I have and am. It's called time shifting. So that way, when you're done, all you're going to do is either hit the home button or you're going to hit the back button to stop the time shift. It's really remarkable what these devices can do when you learn little tips and tricks on how to do certain things. Now, everything in streaming, I need everyone, if they could, understand this. It's never going to be 100%, not even close. But what it will do is, if you learn the tips and tricks by purchasing a device like this, it should last you more than 3 to 4 years, and you can put whatever services you want on it. So I wanted to share with this time shifting. I think it's really cool. A lot of this information can be found not only in the Help Center, but I mean, Formula does a great job of providing enough content and enough information for us so we can be better off for it. Now, I hope this video was helpful. If you've time shifted before, just share your experience in the comments below, and I really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. I'm also appreciative of all the new customers that have come aboard with theboxman.com. There have been a couple of questions that I'm going to answer before I close out the video. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, I want to get the services you have. Hey, I have a box. Can you give me services? Let me explain what makes us a little bit different so you can understand when we say support services. When we receive boxes, we do not sell, resell, host any IPTV whatsoever. One of the things that we do is we have relationships across the pond where the devices that we're getting, as you can see, this is a Formula, but it's also something different that we receive from them, so we're able to just sell the device. We are called the Boxman for a reason. Everything we do is in a box. I don't play with usernames. I don't play with passwords. I don't play with movies. Those things, you're teetering on some things that legally I have been advised just to do how I do it. Support services work like this. When you purchase something for us, its box is already going to be ready. We're going to support you because you bought the box from us. That means tech support, customer support, internet entertainment, all that good stuff is there. What else? We have a private group, VIP private group, where we have 3 to 4 people that will answer your questions, do the very best that we can. Now, we're not perfect, but a lot of people don't do that on the back end because maybe they don't have the infrastructure, but we do. Over the last 8 to 10 years, this is what makes us a little bit different in the market. We're never perfect. I'm not going to say that because we have good days and bad days, but that's what support services mean. And when people want to renew that, they have a chance to keep us aboard because we offer that supreme service. year in and year out. So if you're interested in a device like this, just let us know. There should be a link in the description or some information that you can follow to learn more about right now our one and done device. Maybe you know someone that doesn't have a lot going on, or maybe they're hurting for money. We have devices that meet everyone's budget. Just text us, call us. We'd be happy to talk with you. And all for all the 41 customers, or almost 51 this month, thank you for trusting us. We look forward to serving you. In our next video, I should have the minis, the Z minis, tomorrow afternoon, and I look forward to breaking down that great device so we can see the good, the bad, and hopefully not the ugly of that device. Thanks for tuning in.